You're about to take the 8th grade math quarter 2 midterm, subpart 1, non-calculator section. Directions. There are 11 selected response questions on the non-calculator portion of this exam. You will show all of your work on this subpart in the test booklet, but be sure to bubble in your answers on your bubble sheet. There are 3 questions to note. Question 3 and 4 are multi-select. Question 7 is open response. Place your answer in the box. Do not bubble anything for this question. When you finish subpart 1, place face down at the top corner of your desk and raise your hand. Your teacher will give you a calculator to take this subpart for you. You will not be allowed to see this subpart once you have received your calculator. Number 2. Which statement best describes the relationship shown in the graph below? A. The relationship is a function because all the y values are positive. B. The relationship is not a function because the graph does not pass through 0, 0. C. The relationship is a function because each x value has exactly one corresponding y value. D. The relationship is not a function because some y values have more than one corresponding x value. 3. Select all the tables that represent a function. A. X, y. -5, -2, -3, -2, -1, -2, 1, -2. B. X, y. 0, 9, 2, 7, 2, 5, 4, 3. C. X, y. -5, -5, -5, 0, -3, 2, -3, -3. D. X, y. 6, -8, 6, -4, 6, 0, 6, 4. E. X, y. -4, 4, 0, 0, -1, 1, 7, -7. 4. Use the linear function below to answer each question. Function Q. Y equals 3x minus 2. Function R. Which statements about the two functions are true? Select all that apply. A. Function Q and function R have the same initial value. B. Function Q has a greater initial value than function R. C. Function R has a greater initial value than function Q. D. Function Q and function R have the same rate of change. E. Function Q has a greater rate of change than function R. F. Function R has a greater rate of change than function Q. 5. Function G is a linear function and is represented by the table shown below. Function G. X, y. 2, 10, 4, 8, 10. Function H is a linear function and is represented by the equation shown below. Function H. Y equals 2x plus 4. Which statement about the functions is true? A. Function G has a rate of change of 1 over 4, and function H has a rate of change of 2. B. Function G has a rate of change of 4, and function H has a rate of change of 2. C. Function G has a rate of change of 4, and function H has a rate of change of 4. D. Function G has a rate of change of 8, and function H has a rate of change of 2. 6. Which equation represents a linear function? A. C equals 2 pi r. B. A equals pi r squared. C. V equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed. D. A equals pi d over 2 squared. 7. Solve the equation below for m. Write your solution in the box below. 0.2 parentheses 3m minus 6 close parentheses plus m equals 2. A equals negative 1/2. B 1/2. C 2. D negative 2. 8. A completely full gasoline tank is drained at a constant rate, as shown in the graph below. The gasoline in the tank over time, the remaining gasoline in gallons, the amount of time in minutes. Which statement best describes the rate of change for the gasoline in the tank? A. There are 0 gallons of gasoline in the tank after 9 minutes. B. There were 5 gallons of gasoline drained each minute. C. There were 40 gallons of gasoline drained each month. D. There were 45 gallons of gasoline in the tank when it was full. 9. Which table contains coordinate points that form a linear function? A. X, Y. 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9. B. X, Y. 2, negative 2, 4, 0, 6, 2. C. X, Y. 2, 2, 3, 0, 6, negative 2. D. X, Y. Negative 1, negative 3, 0, 4, 1, negative 2. 10. Clarence bought a used car that has been driven 1,050 miles by the time 50 miles by the time he purchased it. Clarence only drives the car on days he works, and he drives 90 miles each day he works. Which equation represents his situation, where m shows the total number of miles the car has been driven after the number of days, d, that Clarence works? A. D equals 90 m plus 1,050. B. M equals 90 d plus 1,050. C. M equals 1,050 d plus 90. D. M equals 1,050 minus 90 d. 11. A group of friends went on a drive. The graph below shows the distance the friends traveled in miles over time in hours. Distance traveled over time. Distance traveled in miles, time in hours. Based on the graph, which statement best describes the friends' drive? A. The friends travel at a slow pace, sped up, and then traveled at a quick pace. B. The friends traveled at a slow pace, stopped, then traveled at a quick pace. C. The friends traveled at a quick pace, stopped, and then traveled at a slow pace. D. The friends traveled at a quick pace, slowed down, and then traveled at a quicker pace. 12. Which graph represents a function with the following criteria? The function is a linear and increasing for negative 4, less than x, less than negative 2. The function is nonlinear and decreasing for 2 less than x less than 4. A, B, C, or D? You're about to take the 8th grade math quarter 2 midterm subpart 2 calculator section. If for any reason you need to pause, rewind, or fast forward, you may do so at any time. Directions. There are 3 selected response questions on the calculator allowed section in the multi-part constructed response task. 13. Dan borrowed money from his parents, and he paid back his parents the same amount of money every month. A portion of his payment schedule is shown in the table below, where M represents the month and P represents the amount in dollars that he owes. Month M, 2, 5. Amount owed P in dollars, 800, 200. What is the initial amount of money that he borrowed from his parents? A, $1,000, B, $1,200, C, $1,400, D, $1,600. 14. Function E is a linear function with the initial value of 2 and a rate of change of 1 over 3. Function F is a linear function. The graph of function F includes the points 2, 8 and 0, 2. Which statement is true? A. The two functions have the same initial value. B. The two functions have the same rate of change. C. The initial value of function F is greater than the initial value of function E. D. The rate of change in function E is greater than the rate of change in function F. 15. Which statement correctly decreases the equation below? -2, x plus 3 plus 4x equals 2x minus 6. A. There is no solution. B. There are infinitely many solutions. C. There's exactly one solution, and the solution is 0. D. There's exactly one solution, and the solution is 2. Constructed response. Lonnie and Tony get summer jobs. Lonnie makes $9.25 per hour. The table below shows how Tony is paid. Tony's hours worked, 4, 9, 13, and 18. Tony's earnings in dollars, $35, $78, and 75 cents, $113.75, $157.50. Part A. Who earns more money per hour? How much more does that person make per hour? Part B. Write a function to model the relationship for Tony's pay shown in the table. Explain the rate of change and initial value of the function in terms of the given situation. Part C. Is it possible for Lonnie and Tony to work at the same number of hours and make the same amount of money? Explain. Part D. Marcus works for the same company. The graph represents his pay over a 30-hour work week. 2, 18, 6, 54, 12, 108, 18, 162, 19, 180.50, 24, 228, 30, 285. Explain whether this graph represents a linear or a nonlinear function. Justify your answer with information from the graph.